eligibility requirements for the divisions. So this information is available on the website. So if you go to the ncaa.org, or you go to the NAIA website, or you go to the NJCAA website, you will get their requirements. And for the NCAA, they call it a quick fact guide PDF that you download, and make sure you get the most updated one that's going to go through and tell you, okay, how can I be eligible? So one of the things that's different with these leagues and stuff is they're attached to school. So unlike pro sports, like when you get drafted or you go play in the NHL, NFL, MLB, etc., you just go there and there's no requirement as far as academics go, obviously. Right. So with these sports leagues, you have to be eligible because it's attached to college. So in order to be eligible, each one of these leagues and each one of the divisions have specific requirements, such as in Division I, you have to take 16 core courses in your high school years, and they break it down as to how many Englishes, how many social sciences, etc. you have to take to be eligible. And the same thing will go with their GPA. You have to have a certain GPA, a certain SAT or ACT score to be eligible to play in that league. So no matter what the university requirements are, the league still requires you to have a specific standard before you could play. So even if the school admits you and says, hey, we admit you to the university, you're in, but you're not eligible with the NAIA or the NCAA. And that eligibility goes alongside with your gap years, or how many years you're active or inactive in high school, making sure you take the classes, and you have to stay eligible also on a amateurism standpoint, not taking money professionally, and so on. And each sport's a little bit different, but each of these leagues, what I think they've done a fantastic job on over the last few years is they've done a really good job putting this information on their website. So a lot of people used to have to rely on, people like ourselves who would give them, detailed information stuff. Now it's great that they have it there, because it's something that you should be able to manage on your own and make sure that you stay in eligible wise. But this is something that I'm going to throw also, is that people who want to start their recruiting process late are going to suffer in this situation. If you don't know what the requirements are for all the leagues and divisions going into your grade 9 year, your freshman year, then you could potentially make a mistake. And if you make a mistake, there's no going back. So this is one of the reasons of many why people need to start at least understanding their recruitment from the time they get deemed a prospect, which is grade 9 in their high school. John, you want to give us some standard requirements, just a quick little overview on the NAIA and JUCO?
Yeah, so a little bit slightly different. NAIA, we got academic eligibilities based on high school GPA, top 33% placement test scores and transfer rules. Due to deemed eligibility for participation in the NAIA sports, an athlete must achieve a minimum score of 860 on the SAT and a minimum of 18 on the ACT, or finish in the top half of their graduating class and maintain a GPA of 2.0. So by satisfying any of these requirements, any two of these requirements, an athlete will be deemed eligible to play in the NAIA. Okay, when it comes to JUCO, junior college eligibility, academic eligibility is based on high school GPA as well, and placement test scores. Okay, junior colleges simply require that a student athlete be a high school graduate earning an improved standard academic diploma. So a little bit different with the JUCO.
So we know that there's different requirements, some the same, some slightly different for some of the divisions and leagues. And if you're an athlete that's already a junior or senior in the process, and maybe you've taken a gap year, maybe you've had other things happen along the way, and you're not really sure where you could be eligible, then this is a great way to go on and check these different quick facts and guides and information requirements, so that you can see, hey, which leagues could I play for, And
Yeah, you
where
can
I
go
would be
online
able,
and view all the information. You can call their customer service and just find out. But again, like you're mentioning as well, you have to stay on top of it because you can't go back at times if you're losing out on eligibility and you're not aware of it. And you're starting the process a little bit later, right?
yeah,
Something
I
that you
like
want to
that.
figure
You
out.
can call them too. You know, that's something that people sort of forget to do. Is just call them, tell them your situation, look at the docs, and just be like, okay, this is where I fit. I fit in with all of them. Great, no problems. Okay, I can only play at one. Okay, and so you know, you go after the right schools that way.